Oh, inbounds for Swarthmore. 10 on the shot clock. It's Larson dribbling against Zeps. To her right. Layup is good. And Larson gives Swarthmore a 2-possession lead with her 18th points of the evening. 49-45, and Zeps just could not handle the dribble for Larson, who is 8 of 14 from the field today. And with 34.5 seconds left, McDaniel has its work cut out for him. Well, the Green Terror women, not a place they find themselves trailing much here at home, where they have lost just once this season. That was against Haverford back on January 11th. 58-46. They've won 3 at home since then, and they're trying to protect their home court. Swarthmore just trying to stay in the playoff race. McDaniel's already in. On the near side, Nichols. Baseline drive. Tried to skip past the Perez, but it's stolen away by Swarthmore. Stolen by the senior Lekic, ahead to O'Neal. O'Neal is swarmed, and a foul is going to be called. 18.4 seconds left, and it'll be Maggie O'Neal to the line, trying to ice this thing up.
Timeout was called first.
Timeout was called, says the referee crew, so it will not be a foul. So O'Neal won't go to the free throw line. It'll be just a 30-second timeout. And Swarthmore, lots of things have to go wrong for them to fall in this one. This is a team just fell against their sinus. 9 healthy players coming into today's action. They lost 2 players in the beginning of the season, Liz Casey and Jessica Chowdy. In the very beginning of the year, it was already a short roster. Abby Deckard, one of the starters, went out early in the first half. She's got a brace on her right knee on the bench on the far side. And they're down to 8 healthy players, but leading this one. 2 assistant coaches are going to have to jump into the next practice if Deckard isn't all right. Well, we have an offensive foul. Trying to push off. Or an illegal screen. It's the 5th foul on Larson. Well, they call Larson. That'll be her 5th. And it's an offensive foul on Swarthmore. So Larson's done. She's got a game high. 18 points in this one. She'll finish 8 of 14 from the field, 2 of 5 from the charity stripe. And McDaniel can't be any more happy that she's out of the game. Elle Larson, what a game it was. A point more than her season average. 4-point contest, 17 seconds left. Nichols dribbling to the rack. She missed the layup. Ball is a tie-up, and it's, no, they're going to call a foul, I believe. And they will call a foul. Thought it was going to be a tie-up. O'Neal had the arms in there, and it'll be a foul on Swarthmore. So to the free throw line, I think, goes Emma Winger. It'll be O'Neal, her 2nd foul. It looked like it was going to be a jump ball to me from up here at least. But Winger to the free throw line. The 2nd leading scorer on this team is a 67% shooter this year from the line. She hasn't attempted a shot today from the charity stripe. 1-1, first one got it. 10.6 seconds left. And it's now a 1-possession game. Well, if you're McDaniel, you probably want to foul everybody but, or anybody but Lytle, as she's going to inbounds for whatever reason. Lytle, who's been doing that all season, or all game that is. Winger checks out after she makes both. It's a 2-point game. Lytle to inbounds. Finds Hopkins. Hopkins going to be fouled by Perez, and she'll be going to the line. Well, Chastity Hopkins, who averages just 9.2 minutes a game this season and 2.1 points a game, is a good free throw shooter, 14 of 20 on the season. That's 70%. Hopkins 0 of 2 from the field today, and she has not attempted a free throw. Swarthmore as a team 4 of 10 from the charity stripe. The first one is short. It's the 10th foul, by the way, in the green terror, so it'll be 2 automatically. Well, either way, it's going to be a one-possession game with 9.7 seconds remaining. McDaniel's got life. Hopkins with some noise in the background from the crowd. The second, no good. Wingard with the rebound. Davis has it, streaking down the near sideline. Davis finds Nichols. 3 seconds. Nichols layup, good! 1.3 seconds remaining. Tied up at 49. And that'll do it. We're going to overtime. Lindsay Nichols. And we do have a timeout on the floor. Before the game clock expired, they're saying Lindsay Nichols got on through some traffic in the paint and off the window and in right in front of the glass. Lindsay Nichols ties up the game at 49. For Nichols, she's got 12 this afternoon. And there is going to be time put back on the clock. I believe it was 1.3 seconds on the game clock when it stopped, and it will be reset to 1.3. So there is an opportunity for Swarthmore to maybe take this in regulation. Coach Renee DeVarney is drawing it up for the 5 players who are to come on the court. 5 of the 8 players who are able to play right now for Swarthmore. Or check that, 5 of 7, as Elle Larson has fouled out. The game high score with 18. What an exciting game this has been. Back and forth, and McDaniel crawled back from a deficit in the last minute of play. 1.3 seconds. O'Neal to inbound. She can move side to side. A long toss down the court, over the head of Hopkins, and no one touched it. It went out of bounds. McDaniel will inbounds on the baseline. 1.3 seconds remaining. Wingard and McMaster want to come in the game, and there is plenty of time for a pass in and a quick shot or a throw up to the hoop for maybe Wingard, and we have a timeout on the floor. Well, everything that Swarthmore didn't want to do just happened, as Lytle threw a long pass down to Hopkins on the near sideline. It went over her head out of bounds. Nobody touched it. And boy, oh boy, McDaniel's now got a chance to take this one in regulation after tying it up with 1.3 seconds left on a Nichols layup. Well, talk about an exciting game. Swarthmore, if they fall in this one, the playoff hopes are all but over. To go to 7-9 if they lose this one in conference play. If Gettysburg or Muhlenberg were to win today, that would eliminate them. Or check that, if both of them were to win today, that would eliminate them. Well, we have the men following, but that's not what we're looking at right now. Inbounds pass, it'll be McMaster. Look for Winger, maybe Perez. Perez, they'll roll around. Inbounds, McMaster finds Winger. Turnaround jumper, glass it in! McDaniel wins! McDaniel wins! Emma Winger with the turnaround jumper off the glass and in. And the Green Terror score 4 points in the last 1.3 seconds to win 51-49. Holy Toledo, here from the Gill Center, the McDaniel women get the win. They come back from a 6-point deficit late in the second half. Nichols ties it up, and then Emma Wingert looked like she was trapped underneath the basket, and with barely any time left on the clock, just threw one up there, used the glass to her advantage, and she finishes with 10 points. Well, you can't ask for a better finish than that for the McDaniel woman. We'll see if the men can follow it up, as that just took everyone's breath away here in this building. Somehow, some way, McDaniel scores 6 points in the last 15 seconds of this game.
Team out of the contest on the video and the top board.